Hey there guys, I'm Clayton and it's millenaire, whatever you call it. Um, so since BR 1.6 came out, well 1.6.6, major updating, uh, well really just patching, but millenaire, I wanted to wait till like the mass of patching finished to download, so um, also I took my time to download it, and this is like 6.5 now I think. Anyhow, before I get sidetracked again, um, uh, merchants, how were introduced in, I think it was 6. I think that's a church they're building. Ow. Yeah, it's a church they're building. Right. So merchants were introduced around 6, I think. And basically what they will do is they live in inns. Yes, people, there are inns. I've still to see one, but there are inns apparently. And lag. Wanted to jump on there. It's a lot less loud. It's less loud on wood. Damn it. I'm going to do this one way or another. Even if it's not that building I jump onto. Haha. Right, anyhow. So merchants, they live in the inns, they import and export goods, so I'm going with, they will trade goods that they have bought, or I think they'll spawn with goods basically. So they'll spawn with goods and they will go to different cities after I think it's 2 days now. They shortened it from 3. The merchant is supposed to be slow in nature apparently, so I don't know why he made it so they moved around more often. So if he goes to another village that has an existing um, an existing merchant in it, he'll just return to his original village that he just left. So basically, the village he just left to move on from, if the one that he's moved on to already has a merchant in it, he'll come back to the one that he was in to start with. Um, yeah, he will also actually not. I think as he goes out and he looks for trade. I'm not sure if it's he. Looks like I've written down. He will go search for new villages to trade with. So that's pretty much what I wrote down in shorthand off there. Um, yeah. So if the village is suitable, he'll move in with all of his stock to the new village. So you can't. I think it just means like a village doesn't get to keep their merchant forever. Is basically what it's saying. I'm going with that's what it's meaning. Um, let's see. If a merchant is there, I said that. Um, inns have. I'm gonna go with like max of 3 levels to them, or they'll probably have more, but I'm gonna go with max of 3 levels because it says at the 3rd level there is room suitable for the player. I don't know if they're meaning it's for the merchant or if it's for you. Still not decided on that. That I think is a warehouse, cause I'll come and show you while I talk to you about the rest of it. Um, so yeah, they've got inns. Still never seen one, but you know, whatever. So yeah, it says it's an inn. Imports. How can it be an inn? There's nothing in here. There's nothing to sleep in. There is just this. Ah, God. Okay, so it's not a warehouse. It's an inn. It doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of cozy. Or is that just me? Okay. So moving on from the merchants, that's more or less all you really need to know about them. Let's see if they continue building that. The Grossbergs and residentials are a new kind of village. They only build advanced buildings. And they can't be they don't spawn naturally anymore. He took that out like the next patch. He put them in. I don't know why, but that's what happened. So they don't spawn natural anymore. You've got to use your wand on netherrack. You can also trade cider apples now. With taverns, you can buy it from the town hall and trade it with the taverns. Don't know what use that's going to be other than maybe if you just feel a little peckish for an apple. if you're a health fanatic and you don't want to be non-vegan in this game, up to you really. I don't care. There's also there's Hamlet that surround these. So considering these are going to be only advanced buildings, I'm going with they won't have any means of agricultural. So that's what the hamlets are there for. The hamlets are solely you can actually have, I think it's 3 depending on the space around the Grossberg. Depends on how many hamlets you have around it. So if you have good enough space, you can have, I think it's up to 3 around it, or that's what it looked like it read. So I'm gonna go with 3 around them. Grossbergs, they do spawn, like when they do spawn, they spawn with a merchant and a inn. So they'll be able to trade with the hamlets, and the hamlets are basically their main source of agriculture. So anything like food basically. If the hamlets aren't around, they can't have food. I think the hamlets just grow up around them. So if you spawn yourself a nice little bit of the gross bergs, they got a new name, but I couldn't say that, so I'm just gonna go with Grossbergs. Actually, wait, no, that'll take too long to go and search it up, right? Hamlets, they're small village, naturally form around the groves. That's about it for them, really. But there is some new features. There's also like a good couple of new features that are really minor. Like really teeny details, but I mean you could like them if you want. If you really want to check it out, you can go and check the wiki, because the guy has made a wiki for it. I'm, as always, I'm gonna stick to it from now, from where I start off. I'm just gonna give you a rough idea of what it is you're doing. Okay, so I'll demonstrate this one later, but you have amulets now. He's introduced amulets, and I don't know how you make this one, but I know how you make this one, and that's where you give the priest gold and diamonds. So if say like a zombie or a creeper or a spider, if you go on mining, I've got it on peaceful just now because I didn't want to die, but if you got it on mining and you're in a dark cave and you don't have enough torches and it's quite dark, or you just going to explore it, this would probably be a bit nifty if you want to find what you're looking for. Like, not find, that's what the Thor hammer is for. As you can tell, it's why am I pointing? I need to stop doing the pointing. As you can tell, the hammer, the closer you get to some minerals, it doesn't say what minerals in particular, because yeah, I came down here earlier and like as far as I got, it was about here, and then I couldn't really find anything. It kind of died on me, so I gave up on that. It only really led me to gold, so it did lead me to iron at one point, so still I'm not sure on what it leads you to. It doesn't give you a description of what it leads you to either. It literally just says, and I'm not joking, it literally just said it will bring you to the riches of the earth. So it doesn't tell you anything other than that. So what I'm saying is pretty much what I'm going with by intuition, because if we watch here, oh yeah, that was the iron that I found. Wouldn't have seen it without this. And then if we come along here, it doesn't light, it lights up, but coal is here, so it could be it could be any mineral, but it doesn't really help because I have no idea. Wait, I go to the left. No, this one. I've went to the wrong one, haven't I? Yes, I have. Oh yeah, it's kind of like the compass. It like gets brighter even if you don't have it equipped. So all good. Right. So back to this. If it's got a small radius, so if any of the zombies get near you or anything in the deep mines, it doesn't do it like instantaneously, like distinct colors like it did at one point. It does it gradually and over time, and just a little bit, because watch, it goes gold. So I'm gonna go with it. Lead you to some kind of Pacific minerals. Just gonna keep searching this cave. I like searching caves. So yeah, if any zombies or anything come near you, it slowly goes from this blue color, which is the diamond color, to a red color, kind of maroony color. Um, yeah, it's a kind of maroony color. Ooh, this is a pretty big cave. Well then. Oh yeah, I also want to test if there's like this little glitch. I'll do that in a different video though. So if it's got a small radius, and if they come near you, it goes from this nice blue to a very distinct red. So the red being danger, you gotta look around. So it's it's a small radius, so I'm guessing it's ideally used for when you're mining, uh, because when things like the when things like skeletons and whatnot come near you, they can shoot you with bows. They don't need to be too close unless they're in like mines with you, to shoot you with it. So I'm gonna go. It was mainly the idea to use it with mining, and not to do it with anything else. I'm gonna go with that because it makes the most logical sense to me. You guys could probably tell me otherwise. I'm not too sure, but let's go with that. Right. So I'm gonna wrap this up saying, this is actually more up to date than my last one was. So better than nothing. Actually, it's much better than last time, considering it is more up to date. And this is coming out hopefully before another patch comes out, because Millenaire has too many patches. It was literally like, I think it was like, hold up, I'll check, because it wasn't too long ago before I was on and I uploaded my previous one. Let's see. Hurry up. 20. It was just over a week ago, and it's already went up from 5.5 to 6.5. So this guy really likes his mod. And I really like this guy because I like this mod as well. I like it quite a lot. I'm actually quite looking forward to the Aether, but it looks like the topic's being closed, so I'm gonna go with Notch has contacted the guys about the mod, like because he wants to get some of the mod into his game, which would make probably logical sense. Let's hope it comes true, because I really want an Aether, because the Aether, it looked awesome, but I'm rambling, and I'll leave that to a different video. Yeah,